Dolphins Today is presented by Manscaped. If you go to manscaped.com and use promo code Dolphins, you can get an outstanding deal on their performance package. We have some breaking news here on Dolphins Today. The Miami Dolphins have signed cornerback Mackenzie Alexander. This coming after Trill Williams tore his ACL on Saturday against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Alexander is the Trill replacement. David Canner, his agent, Alexander's agent, was the first to report it. Congratulations to my client at Mac Alexander 20 on signing with the Miami Dolphins. And folks, this is why you subscribe. We're bringing you breaking news as it goes down. We're filming this video moments after the signing was made official. Go down, hit that big red subscribe button if you want to stay up to date on the Miami Dolphins. And while you're down there, turn on your notifications, because if you have your noties turned on, you'll be a part of the Noti gang, number one. Number two, you'll know when we post a video. It's the best way to stay in the loop with Dolphins news. Aaron Wilson reported this morning, and we knew an Alexander signing might happen after this tweet from Aaron Wilson. Miami Dolphins worked out former Vikings and Bengals corner Mackenzie Alexander, per a league source, in addition to Raleigh Texada. Alexander could be a great addition, said Aaron Wilson. So here are the two that worked out for the Dolphins today. Raleigh Texada, a UDFA out of Baylor. He was picked up by the Packers, later released. So he was someone who worked out for the Dolphins. And then Mackenzie Alexander, who is a 6-year vet, worked out for the Dolphins as well. Aaron Wilson followed with this. Alexander could be a good addition for the Dolphins. Has 193 career tackles, 4.5 sacks, 3 interceptions, 32 pass deflections. Now, a lot of times when teams bring somebody in, they'll work out 2 or 3 guys and then pick one of them to sign. I think the Dolphins made the right decision here, signing Alexander over Texada, because Texada is a UDFA rookie. He is unproven. Alexander is a 6-year vet who's been a decent player in the league the last several seasons. I like this signing. The Dolphins made the right move. He is a great guy to come in and replace Trill Williams. Now go down and grade the signing. Type A, B, C, D, or F down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. When ad break comes, go down, chime in. What do you think about the Mackenzie Alexander signing? He is the newest member of the Miami Dolphins. Let's break this guy down. 6 years in the NFL. He is an established veteran, played last season with the Minnesota Vikings and the first 4 seasons of his career with the Vikings. 84 career games played, 25 games started. So it's not like he's just been a backup his entire career. He has been a decent starter in the league. Here's what he did last season in Minnesota, returning to the Vikings after a stint with the Cincinnati Bengals. 51 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 5 passes defended, no interceptions last season with the Vikings. He played at Clemson. He was a second-round pick in 2016. Played for the Vikings from 2016, 2019, and then spent the 2020 season with the Bengals before returning to the Vikings in 2021. And with that, we bring in producer Patrick Seatman, who I know a lot of y'all got to see on Saturday night during our live watch party. We're going to be live for every Dolphins game this year. Patrick Seatman will be heavily involved with our live coverage, and he covers the Minnesota Vikings here at Chat Sports. So who better to come on here and tell us about Mackenzie Alexander? Seeps, your thoughts on this signing?
You know, when Will told me this, I was super excited. I thought Mackenzie Alexander, he's always been strong with the Vikings. He was mainly a nickel guy with the Vikes, and we kind of had, I guess maybe he didn't live up to the second round expectations that when he was drafted out of Clemson.
He was great at Clemson, too.
He was
first team All-ACC
at Clemson. And, you know, maybe I thought he would live a little bit more up to those, first team All-ACC expectations. But he was solid. He's also been kind of in and out of lineups the past couple years, but I think the Dolphins are getting a very sneaky, under-the-radar guy right now.
Yeah, that seems to be the theme with Alexander, someone who maybe flies under the radar a little bit. And, he came back to the Vikings in 2021 after he spent the first 4 seasons of his career. He seems to be pretty well liked in the locker room as well, Seems.
Oh, yeah, he was always a fan favorite. So the Vikings actually brought him in last season again in the after his first tenure with the Vikes, which you don't really see after the team drafts you and then they let you go and then you agree to come back. He was always a fan favorite, but yeah, like you were saying, I think I think Dolphins fans, yes, the Trill Williams news, very unfortunate, very disappointing, but you really have a guy you can really get excited about.
Yeah, I think so. I'm excited about this signing. When I saw they were bringing him in for a visit today, I'm like, all right, I can work with this, because to be honest, I never heard of Raleigh Texada. I never heard of him. I'm a pretty big college football fan. He played at Baylor, but I did not know who this guy was, UDFA. I think we're all pretty familiar with Mackenzie Alexander, someone who's been in the league the last half decade or so. I think we're all pretty familiar with the great deals that Manscaped has as well, and we're giving you a great deal. 20% off plus free shipping on the Performance Package. You can go pick that up at manscaped.com, promo code Dolphins. That Performance Package comes with a Lawnmower 4.0. It comes with the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer. That's nasty. You got to get that ear and nose hair out. Also comes with some ball deodorant and their Boxers 2.0, the most comfortable boxers that a guy can possibly wear. Again, promo code Dolphins at manscaped.com. That link and promo code going to be in the comments and the description of this video. So, of course, this news comes after Trill Williams tore his ACL on Saturday against the Bucs. It came very late in the game, a minute 52 left. It was 2nd and 6. Trill picked up a huge tackle to force a 3rd and 11, but unfortunately on that tackle he tore his ACL. And that was someone who was looking very, very good in training camp, was one of the biggest winners in the first 2 weeks of training camp, looked good in the joint practice, looked good against the Bucs on Saturday night, but unfortunately for Trill, going into his second season in the league, he has torn his ACL. He was an undrafted free agent out of Syracuse in 2021. Let's take a look at this updated DB depth chart with Trill out for the season and Alexander now in the fold. I have Alexander slotted right now behind Keon Crossan and Byron Jones as CB3 on that side. You have Xavier Howard, Noah Benogany, Kader Kohu. It's going to be a very interesting battle for some of the final defensive back spots. Verone McKinley vying for a spot as a safety. But I think when you're looking at this, the final spot on this roster could come down between Mackenzie Alexander and Kader Kohu. I am very, very high on Kader Kohu, undrafted free agent out of Division II Texas A&M Commerce, but I'm also high on Alexander, who's an established veteran in this league, not to mention Keon Crossan. I think he's pretty safe in terms of his chances of making this team. But Byron Jones is still not back. He was placed on the PUP list at the start of training camp. He is not back yet, so we're still awaiting word on his return. We're still waiting for him to come back. So until then, you're going to see a pretty big competition for the CB3 spot between some of the guys on this depth chart. What is your one-word reaction to the signing? Go down in the comments section and let me know. I think a lot of us are going to be pretty happy about this because it was a quick signing, and that is my one-word reaction to this. I'm pretty impressed with Chris Grier. I got to give him credit because we just learned yesterday that Trill Williams is going to be out for the season. They pick up the phone. They bring Texada and Alexander in for workouts today. They decide to sign the 6-year veteran, Mackenzie Alexander. Barry Jackson noted this: if Alexander sticks and Byron Jones is ready week 1, question becomes whether Noah makes team as a 6th corner. So maybe Igbenogany on the roster bubble. Special teams core player Keon Crossan, who has played well at corner in camp, is expected to be on the team. Now, here are the available corners, and the Dolphins ended up going with Mackenzie Alexander. We talked about these names yesterday. Kevin King, Xavier Rhodes, Norris Jenkins, Richard Sherman, Joe Haden, A.J. Boye, Robert Alford, and Corn Elder, all available. And I don't know if this move means that they still won't go out and sign with those guys. I think it's still possible. It probably is now unlikely, though, that they will. Joe Haden is a big name on that list, someone who has been in the league a long time, has been a good player. He's still out there and available in free agency. His agent, Drew Rosenhaus, went on TV last night and said, I have talked to the Miami Dolphins about Haden, but he's not sure about the fit because he believes Haden is still a starting level caliber player in this league. And I tend to agree, and he doesn't want Haden riding the bench, basically. He doesn't want him behind Byron Jones. But Drew Rosenhaus said this: if Byron Jones suffers a setback or isn't ready by week 1, then maybe Haden and the Dolphins could be a good marriage. Maybe at that point it would make some sense. So something to monitor. Drew Rosenhaus, obviously, very, very close with the Dolphins. Tyreek Hill's agent as well. Do you want to sign Joe Haden? Type S for sign or type P for pass down in the comments section. I do not think a Joe Haden signing is realistic unless Rosenhaus makes a good point. If the Byron Jones injury continues to linger and we don't have him back at practice, don't have him back by week 1, then maybe bringing a veteran in like Haden makes some sense. But I knew Haden wasn't going to be a Trill replacement, and I said that on the show yesterday, that there's some big names on this list. Richard Sherman, Joe Haden, Janoris Jenkins, they're not going to come in and be the 5th or 6th corner. That was not going to make sense to bring in one of those guys as a Trill replacement. Before I let you go, I want to remind you guys that we're going to be live on Thursday. We're live every Thursday, 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 1 o'clock Pacific Time. We're breaking down Dolphins news and Dolphins rumors. Also going to preview the game against the Raiders this weekend. Be sure to subscribe and join us then.